Far across the frozen tundra, where survival is never guaranteed, a new story is about to begin. Hidden beneath the snow lies a shelter, protecting one of the tundra's future guardians. During the final days of winter, a wolf pup enters the world. Blind and helpless, the pup depends entirely on its mother's protection. Safe from the harsh tundra, the young wolf grows stronger every day. Soon, the pup begins to discover the world around him. Beyond the safety of the den lies an endless wilderness. For the first time, the young wolf sees the vast tundra stretching beyond the horizon. Every step is a lesson in balance, strength, and survival. Spring transforms the frozen wilderness into a land filled with new opportunities. Every scent carries information about life beyond the den. Learning to track scent is one of the most important skills a wolf can master. Curiosity fuels the young wolf's understanding of the world. Across the horizon, one of the tundra's greatest migrations unfolds. The migration of the caribou will shape much of the wolf's future. Every successful hunt begins with stealth. Observe the mother's deliberate movement, minimal disturbance. Like all young hunters, mistakes are part of the learning process. Speed alone is not enough to catch a skilled prey animal. Failure teaches lessons that success never can. Day by day, the young wolf grows stronger and wiser. As summer spreads across the Arctic, the young wolf begins exploring farther from the den. Every track tells a story, and learning to read those stories is essential for survival. Wolves rely on their extraordinary sense of smell to locate food across vast distances. The Arctic tundra is filled with creatures both large and small, and here, a young pup discovers a lively colony of Arctic ground squirrels. Hunting requires patience, timing, and countless hours of practice. Every mistake sharpens the instincts needed for future success. Throughout summer, the tundra briefly becomes a place of abundance. The young wolf gains confidence with every new challenge. Across the Arctic, one of nature's greatest migrations unfolds. The movement of the caribou will determine the fate of countless predators across the tundra. As summer fades, the Arctic prepares for another long winter. The first snowfall marks the beginning of a critical test. Winter demands new skills and greater endurance. Watch my movements, little one, and you will learn to conquer this snow. Food becomes harder to find as winter tightens its grip. The young wolf begins applying the lessons learned during summer. The hunt is about patience, teamwork, and perfect timing. Every pursuit pushes the wolves to their physical limits. The young wolf experiences the intensity of survival for the very first time. But winter brings challenges beyond hunger alone. Soon, a storm will change the course of the young wolf's life forever. The storm arrives with overwhelming force, turning the tundra into a frozen ocean of white. In the chaos of the blizzard, even family members can become separated. For the first time in his life, the young wolf is completely alone. The scent trails of his family have vanished beneath fresh snow. Survival now depends entirely on his own decisions. When the storm finally passes, a new reality emerges. The young wolf begins a journey that will span hundreds of miles. Hunger quickly becomes his greatest challenge. Hunting alone proves far more difficult than hunting with a pack. The young pup must rely on instincts still developing, facing the harsh reality. Each failure teaches lessons that may save his life tomorrow. The Arctic wilderness grows larger with every step. The great migrations continue, indifferent to the struggles of a lone predator. Alone, he cannot challenge healthy adult caribou. Survival often depends on choosing the right opportunity. At last, persistence is rewarded. A successful hunt restores both strength and confidence. Months pass, and the young wolf grows into a capable survivor. Time has sculpted his form, and the harsh wind has forged his will. This is the tundra's apex predator. Across the Arctic night, his voice carries over the frozen wilderness. His journey is only beginning, and greater challenges still await beyond the horizon. Years of hardship have transformed the young survivor into a skilled hunter. Yet the tundra still demands constant movement in search of opportunity. Ahead stands one of the Arctic's most formidable animals. Musk oxen survive by standing together against danger. This strategy ensures their protection in the unforgiving Arctic. Experience teaches him that some battles are not worth fighting alone. Wisdom is often the difference between life and death. Every creature leaves clues behind on the tundra. Smaller predators share the same frozen world and face many of the same challenges. From above, the vastness of the Arctic becomes clear. After years of wandering, the wolf finally discovers a promising territory. The landscape here is harsh, yet beautiful. He's learning the ancient way, laying claim to a future among the peaks and valleys. He learns every valley, river, and migration route within the territory. Across the darkness, his presence is announced to the wilderness. Other wolves begin arriving in the region. Every encounter carries both opportunity and risk. Gradually, cooperation replaces competition. Bonds begin to form between survivors of the tundra. Together, wolves can accomplish what no individual can achieve alone. Cooperation brings stability and security. The former pup has become a respected leader. Under his guidance, the group thrives through another difficult winter. The pack follows ancient migration routes across the tundra. Once again, the Arctic awakens from winter. The tundra breathes new life, and the season of return begins. Seasons continue their endless cycle across the north. A new generation begins to appear beneath the Arctic sky. The lessons once taught to him must now be passed forward. The lonely wanderer has become the guardian of the tundra. His journey has transformed him into a symbol of resilience. Yet the tundra continues to change with every passing year. New challenges await, but the guardian stands ready. Many winters have passed since the young wolf first wandered alone across the tundra. Age has begun to slow his body, but his experience remains unmatched. A new generation now travels the paths he once discovered. The lessons of survival continue to pass from one generation to the next. Yet the Arctic itself is changing faster than ever before. Ancient migration routes no longer follow the patterns of the past. Once again, adaptation becomes the key to survival. The cycle of life continues, regardless of the challenges ahead. Memories of the storm that changed his life remain forever etched into his journey. The frightened pup who once searched for his family has become a legend of the North. The future now belongs to those who follow in his footsteps. Their confidence reflects the lessons inherited from generations before them. The guardian has fulfilled his purpose. Above him, the heavens illuminate the wilderness he helped protect. Every valley and every ridge holds a memory of his journey. Winter returns once more, just as it always has. Life continues because knowledge continues. Despite uncertainty, hope still exists across the North. Through hardship, loss, and perseverance, the wolf became a symbol of survival. His story belongs not only to wolves, but to the wilderness itself. Somewhere within memory, the first lessons of life still remain. Every journey begins with a single step into the unknown. The sound of a wolf cub's soft The landscape remains familiar, even as time changes everything. Across this frozen world, countless stories of survival continue every day. His journey may be nearing its end, but his legacy will endure. New guardians are already preparing for the future. Generation after generation, the spirit of the wolf survives. The Arctic remains one of Earth's last great wildernesses. From mother to pup, from one generation to the next, the wisdom of survival is never truly lost. In the frozen wilderness of the North, survival is a story written across generations. From a helpless